possible.
Let me ask you a question. What was your favorite viral news network moment? Was it the 60 Minutes joint? Was it the Bill O'Reilly or the CNN drinking pink horsepower?
CNN. CNN. I said what I said.
I want to play a conversation that you had on your podcast back in September with Mace. Listen.
Yeah. When you had your record deal, why did you take me to Biggie Smalls and not Bad Boy?
Man, it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say this. I just, being that I saw you as such a good friend, I wanted to put you with somebody I knew with.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people ask me that on Instagram, man. Don't have me just out here crying and shit, man. I don't want to get emotional in here, man.
Instantly, I knew Biggie would do right by you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
Sorry, I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint. I'm just going off what Mace said. Mace took me to... Fuck it, I don't give a fuck. 60 Minutes, I was mad high. I ain't gonna lie. I was super duper high on 60 Minutes. I was wild high, and like my hand is numb. It's in the ice box all day.
If you had seen who shot you, would you have told police?
No.
Why?
Because the type of business I'm in, it would definitely hurt my business. And the way that I was raised, I just don't do that. I was raised differently, not to tell.
A lot of people, though, hearing that are going to say that that's not a good thing.
The people that say it's not a good thing are most likely the people that don't buy my records. You know what I'm saying? The people that buy my records kind of understand where I'm coming from. I have a fan base of 500,000 people, which means every time my album comes out, I sell 500,000 on a good day, on a bad day. On a great day, I sell 2 million records. So basically, the people who would say that that isn't a good thing, I don't think those are the same people that buy my album. The people that buy my music will understand why I'm saying what I'm saying.
So for you, it's really about business.
It's about business, but it's still also a code of ethics. Like I said, I'm raised from where we wasn't raised to tell. You wasn't brought up to say, hey, this guy did that. This guy did that. It's kind of like, not saying go do something bad to the person who did something to you, but it's kind of policing your own community.
If there's a serial killer living next door to you, though, and you know that person is, killing people, would you be a snitch if you called police and told them?
If I knew the serial killer was living next door to me?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't call and tell anybody on him, but I'll probably move. Like, I'm not going to be around because I don't need to be living around serial killers, but I'm not going to call and be like, put the signs up like, yo, the serial killer's in 4E.
It's not your responsibility.
Exactly.
Is there any situation where you think it's okay to talk to the police?
Yeah, definitely. Say hello, how you feel, everything all right, period. Like Bill O'Reilly, I didn't know who Bill O'Reilly was. Like, I remember being at Rockefeller and they was like, Cam, do you want to go Bill O'Reilly? He's like big, he's on Fox, y'all. I said, I bet. They's like, but I'm telling you, Cam, he's like one of these niggas I'm telling you don't know, he gonna come at you, pause. I'm like, good, let's figure it out. So I had no idea who Bill O'Reilly was. I just went up there and just debated the nigga like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. 60 Minutes, I was mad high.
Gangster rap music is extremely harmful to his inner city students. So we decided to get Grammy nominee Cameron, who raps about pimping and bitches and among other things, and rap producer Damon Dash, a co-founder of Rockefeller Records, together with Mr. Thomas L., who joins us now from Philly. And here they all are. Now we're going to have a nice, intelligent discussion here, gentlemen, and I'm going to moderate this discussion.
Pimping and bitches.
Pimping and bitches. You got it in your record Purple Haze right here. But anyway, let Mr. Thomas L. direct his questions, and then you guys can answer. You can ask him questions or whatever you want. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I'm a big fan of yours. I grew up on hip-hop.
Thank you.
I'm a little older, so, I was a Run DMC fan, KRS-One.
Yes, sir.
But I'm always promoting the positive of rap. I mean, Jay-Z's an excellent example of someone who's has started his own label, who's an entrepreneur. So always promoting that with my young people. But I spoke to some students today in preparation for our conversation tonight, and they were just so excited about the fact that I will be conversating with you guys, but also began to talk about the impact of the rap business on our young people, and many of them talked about how they understand that it's to sell records and it's for promotion, but there are many young people who are affected by the lyrics, by the example, the videos. They talked about how Ludacris, many of them knew about a video that Ludacris has where there are strippers and lap dances and those kinds of things, and these are 11, 12, 13-year-old students who are very aware of what goes on. And I was just wondering what your thoughts were on whether you thought you really had an impact on the lives of young people and whether you thought it was negative or positive.
Cameron, why don't you go ahead?
At the end of the day, yeah, you got an influence on it, but so do movies. Like with me, I'm just an author. So what I do is I write what goes on in the ghetto. I'm not a liar. So if what I tell you goes on in my album, that's what goes on in the streets of Harlem. Now I'm like a reporter. When you look at the news, you don't get mad at the person reporting the news. A lot of influence, I think, go to movies. A lot of people look at the movies and then they react. The kids that killed them kids, and where was that? They like Columbine. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? I don't think they were listening to rap at all. I think that was more like a Marilyn Manson jump off, like.
What if an 11-year-old kid imitates you, Cameron? What if he uses 4-letter words and he develops a lifestyle based upon the street? He gets tattooed. He gets all this.
Okay.
Let me just say, and then you can jump in. Do you feel badly about that?
No, I don't.
Can I maybe interject? If a 11-year-old were to imitate Cameron, what they would be doing is becoming a CEO of their own company, controlling their own destiny, taking a bad situation and making it good. He has a record company. He sold a lot of records. He's acted in movies. I feel like he's a positive.
Also.
He has a cologne.
I have a clothing line.
He's an entrepreneur.
You know what I'm talking about, David.
Well, no, he's an entrepreneur by his own right.
If you have a child who is unsupervised and then Mr. Thomas L. has to try to teach,
right,
and he's using 4-letter words inappropriately, he's dressing inappropriately, he doesn't have value of education, then that kid's in trouble.
Who's to say what's inappropriate as far as dressing goes? But on another level, when Arnold Schwarzenegger was the Terminator, he was shooting up half of everyone in sight.
It's a cartoon, though. This is more real.
The Terminator is not a cartoon.
This is real, though, isn't it?
Well,
In
no.
my life, everybody's rap is
This is real. It's not a Terminator cartoon. All right, Mr. Thomas L., what else do you want to ask these guys?
You didn't let me finish. That wasn't very fair.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Well, let Mr. Dash finish.
Now, we're talking about the good governor of California.
That's right. And I'm telling you, his movie's a cartoon, whereas his rap stuff is real life.
But you said if
Who
there's
you can determine that?
Hold on, Ken. If there's an unsupervised child, how is he to know whether it's real or not? How is he to determine what's real and what's not real? Who's to supervise him?
All right. So you think that the Terminator movies are just as damaging or more so than gangster
I would have to
rap?
say being that there's a visual and being there's no explanation to him and being that
visuals on these rap videos too, though.
But what I'm saying is it's glorified. There's no justification for all the shooting that goes on. So if he's reporting what goes on around the street, he's a product of his environment. Not to say him, but he's reporting what is a product of his environment. How is that wrong for him to report that?
Gentlemen, let's be honest.
Thomas, I'll get in here.
Gentlemen, let's be honest. Who do these kids relate to more? You, someone from the inner city, or someone from another country, or someone from the suburbs? Let's be quite honest.
Well, what I was trying to
you came up the same way I did,
right?
The same way millions of these kids do every day. We're growing up in a fatherless society. We're growing up. A lot of our friends, your friends, my friends, didn't have a lot of supervision at home. Most of the time, they were at our homes. We had good parents. We had parents who didn't allow us to do or watch these kinds of things.
Right.
But these children now, in the movie industry, believe me, I'm a critic of the movie industry also. I think that these kids are watching too much TV, period. But my issue is that when you rap about what these children relate to because it's in their environment. You've already stated that they don't know your story because you're a CEO, and I agree. But see, you don't promote that, and your company doesn't promote that. They promote 4-letter words.
We don't promote entrepreneurship. And we don't promote positive and ownership of your company. I'm making it cool to be smart.
All right.
I'm making it cool. Wait, let me. I'm making it cool to be a businessman.
It's not about business.
It's about business for you because you feel like it might give you better ratings to portray something negative within the image of hip hop.
It is negative.
It's not negative to be a businessman. It's not negative to take care of
It's
the economy
negative to
around
make
you?
money, Mr. Dash, if you hurt children.
How do you hurt children by promoting to be an entrepreneur and a CEO and to do right
You're
by?
looking at a
for
principle.
example.
Yeah, hold it.
Why
You're
you
looking at a principle.
Why you don't want to let him talk?
Wait,
You
wait.
mad? You mad? Where'd you start? Current affair, right?
No, wrong.
Well,
You're looking
I got
at
that
a
on you,
man.
doggy.
Cameron,
I'm gonna get at you in a minute.
You go ahead. You get at
I'm gonna get at you in a minute.
Listen, you're looking at a guy who teaches inner city kids and who's telling you face to face that he has problems with kids based upon a rap music, and you're rationalizing it all up and down.
I thought you were going to mediate.
I am.
No, what you're doing, you're giving opinions. You're not an objective mediator now, Bill.
It's my program.
Bill, now it's your program.
Bill. Yes, it's my program.
Bill, come on, Bill.
We'll have the dash factor some other time.
I have the dash factor.
Gentlemen, I
got a question for Cameron based upon what you just said.
Come on, let's keep it civil.
This is civil. Wait a minute, Mr. Ray. Now, look, if the principal tells you that there are children in his school, Cameron, who are being adversely affected by your music, do you care?
I care, but you gotta talk to their parents.
What if they don't have good parents?
While they're in school, they have to have parents to be in school. Somebody send them to school.
No, they don't have good
Well, listen, if that's the case, homeboy, whoever's in my ear on the television, you need to have parent-teacher conferences with your students. Whether it's their aunt, their cousin, their sister, somebody send these kids to school. They're not 11 years old staying home by themselves. I can't go home and talk to these your students and you need to have more parent-teacher conferences if you have a problem with your students.
Right, let him reply. Let him reply. Go ahead.
Let him
reply. Mr. Thomas, I'll reply.
That was a good point, Cam.
Thank you.
Right. Actually, no, it's an excellent point. But actually, you are talking to these students because they listen to you every day. See, you are.
So I got more influence than their parents. That's a problem.
No.
That's a problem. That is a problem. So you need to have parents-teacher conference because these are your students. You feel me? I can't come if you want me to come to your school and talk to your students. I can do that.
No,
for you.
I don't. No,
all right,
I don't. Listen. Are you going to come using four-letter words?
Go ahead.
Are you going to come?
Let him get in.
Talk to your parents.
You're cutting me off, sir.
You're mad.
Go ahead, Mr. Thomas. Go ahead.
No. What I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you is that you're making millions of dollars off of these kids.
How you know
the same kids that you're now denigrating, the same parents that you're now denigrating, you make millions of dollars off of these people.
How do you know how much money I make?
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a quick question.
Go ahead.
I think it's pretty unfair for you to judge the circumstance without properly understanding it. But every opportunity we get, we try to say as positive things as we can, which is why when we do make these monies, we give back to a community. Me and Cam ourselves from 142nd Street to Lenox, we do have a program there that teaches the kids to be positive. We make them go to school. We support a basketball program. And every chance we get, we personally know 150 kids in the neighborhood and speak to them and tell them to stay in school and incentivize them to stay in school.
Now I'm going to take